Hello everybody, it's Gina. Welcome back to the Library Mouse. If you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you like it enough to stick around and subscribe or like or comment if you would like to. So today I'm going to be doing a booktube tag called Stay Gold. So stay tuned. The Stay Gold tag. This was an original tag created by the Mild Rumpus in celebration of his 1,000 subscribers, which I'm not sure how long ago this was made, but I was recently tagged by two people, by Carl at Please Read Your Book and by Suey at Suey's Book Banter. So I'm excited to finally be able to do this tag. I'm relatively new and a very small account. So I wanted to make sure that I knew enough booktubers really that I could answer this well, and that I had had my account long enough to answer this well. So all of the prompts are based on the book The Outsiders, which I don't think I've read since middle school. That would be a fun month to go back and reread some middle school favorites or books that we were supposed to read in middle school. I might do that. Maybe I'll do that this winter. I'm going to put that on my list. Anyway, the very first prompt is Ponyboy Curtis, and it's booktubers who are supportive of my channel. How do you narrow it down? How do you narrow it down? But I've tried to think of 2 or 3 for each prompt. I just don't want to leave people out and make them feel bad if I don't mention them. So that is never my intent. So the very first person I guess I have to say, which I think many of us could say, was the first person who really kind of drew attention in the booktube community to my account. And that was MJ at Reading This Life, because of her series of highlighting new booktubers, which I absolutely love. I love that she did that, and I loved that there were so many people that came from her channel over to support me and subscribed to my channel. I will forever be indebted to that. It was just a really nice, warm welcome to BookTube community. The other person who has been very supportive is Pat at Book Chat with Pat. We kind of started at the same time. I think maybe she was a little ahead of me, and she has always been great at commenting on my comments, of visiting my channel and watching my new videos, commenting on my videos, and just making me feel like I kind of knew what I was doing. Another booktuber that has been very supportive is Ellen at Ellen Made Book Club. Even now, right now, I can count on her. She is always one of my first people to comment on my videos. And she always has interesting things to say. It's not just a good video. She always has some in-depth comments that make me realize and know that she actually watched the whole thing all the way through. And I really appreciate that, because as a small booktuber, I do sometimes sit back and think, is what I'm saying even interesting? So I definitely appreciate that. And I have to say, Suey at Suey's Book Banter, she's another one that leaves great comments, is super supportive, And I love getting tagged. She tags me, and I love doing booktube tags. So that is my first Ponyboy Curtis answer. Okay, so the second question is a Dairy Curtis. Did I write that right? It's been a long time since I read The Outsiders, and I was in a hurry writing these down. A channel influenced or inspires my channel. So one person that I like her channel, it inspires me to be more organized with my channel, is Lindsay at Lindsay's Little Library. I like that her channel is well curated, I guess. She always has on particular days, like book list Thursday, I think it is. But I like that she stays kind of on a schedule and committed to a particular day for a particular video. And I think, that's something I would like to emulate. Something that people who come to my channel could look forward to. Like, oh, it's Tuesday. Gina always does blah, blah, blah on Tuesday. So that is something that I would like to emulate in my own channel if I ever get my act together. So the next account that kind of inspires me is Nicki at My Messy Bookshelf. One of the ways that her account inspires me is that I like the way she films. She has a, calm demeanor about her. She's a very nice voice. She's very interesting to listen to. And I think sometimes, my channel needs to have a lot of bells and whistles to be interesting. And she kind of inspires me to be like, no, you just need to talk about books. That's the whole point. So I do really enjoy her channel also. So the next one is Soda Pop Curtis, and this is a booktube channel that makes me laugh or brings me joy. So one account that makes me laugh, even though we do not read the same genres, most of the time I definitely have not read the books that he has read. Maybe my husband has, but not me, and that's James at Little Big Library. He always makes me laugh when I listen to his videos or watch his videos. Just he's always joking around, and he talks about his dog, and he's just a fun person to watch. The other person is Johanna. Oh, I didn't write down her account. Me and My Dog and Books, maybe? I will link it below. Her account brings me joy just because she's just so authentic. I love that you get to see glimpses of her life, especially because she's in another country. And I love seeing her house and how cute it's decorated. And oftentimes we also don't read the same genre. I never read horror, or very, very, very rarely do I read suspense or thriller. But I still enjoy her account so much just because she's just herself. And she does a lot of reading vlogs, which I love. I love to see people's lifestyles outside of BookTube. I just like the personal aspect of it. And I always feel happy after I'm done watching one of her videos. I'm back again another day. Still the same video. It is hot here in New York today, and we are under a tornado watch. So if you suddenly hear a siren and you see me run, you'll know why. Henry is, Are they both down there? Look at, it's Huck and Henry. Two little sisters. Anyway, I'm still doing Stay Gold tag, and I am on the question of who are some new to me booktubers. So while these booktubes may have been around for a while, they're new to me. So one new to me booktube channel is Maeve at Maeve Ever Books. I really enjoy her booktube channel. Another person I recently found was Beth's Bookish Reviews, and I again enjoy her channel. I think my newest booktuber that I've discovered is Alma at Alma's Book Journey. So those are some new to me booktubers, and I will link them below in case you want to check them out. Maybe they'll be new to you, or maybe not. One of the next question is Dallas Winston. Remember, this is the Stay Gold tag based on The Outsiders. So Dallas Winston is what I found initially tough as a newbie. I think the main thing that I found tough was talking in front of the camera. I know on my first video, which I'll put up here, is my booktube newbie tag. I think I started over 1,000,000 times. It's hard. It's hard when you're starting out. And I think the thing for me that made it hard, well, there were a couple of things. One, I realized how many times I say and how many times I lick my lips. And even now, looking back at some of my older videos and even some recent ones, I notice that I'm still doing that. And I get mad at myself, like, come on, Gina, you know not to do that. I think the other part of it was not liking the way I looked or the way I sounded on video. I think for so many people, you have a vision of what you look like in your head or what you sound like in your head. And then when you actually see yourself, it's different. So I would see myself and I'd be like, oh, heck no, I'm not putting that up there. I don't look or sound like that. And then coming to the realization that, yeah, I do look and sound like that. You need to get used to it. You need to get over yourself. And you just need to make content. So I think that was hard as a newbie. I don't know, what was hard for any of you as newbie booktubers? And does anyone else have that issue with filming yourself? My favorite video on my channel, this is a Steve Randall prompt. Oh, probably my first one is one of my favorites, just because it represents me getting over my fear of starting a channel, my apprehension, my not liking the way that I looked or sounded, but I made the video anyway. So I think it represents a lot. It also kind of pushed me to read more. So I think that was probably my favorite one for just those reasons. I like my vlogs. I do like my vlogs because I'm trying to improve them. So maybe I'll put a vlog or two up here, or I'll put my playlist up here so that you can check out the vlogs, just because I'm just trying to get better at vlogging. And you can kind of watch my growth. So a channel I enjoy that is not on BookTube, and this is a Cherry Valance question. So I have a lot because I like to watch YouTube as opposed to watching Netflix or television shows. So my very first channel that I love is my very good friend Lynn, and her channel is My Little Rural Homestead. I'll link her up here and down below. Maybe I'll just link her below. I think it'll be easier to get all the websites down below. So yeah, we have been friends for a long time. If you saw my Thousand Island mini vacation vlog, you'll see that that is who I went on vacation with. I love her YouTube channel. She does everything that you would think you would do if you were trying to start your own little backyard homestead. And she does gardening videos, hauls, food hauls, grocery hauls, Dollar Tree hauls. She's also really following the path of healthy living. So if you want great advice on nutrition and food, follow her. She's got videos on how to make soap and laundry detergent and how to prep your pantry, just everything you could think of. Some other YouTube channels, I really like Chelsea Callahan. She lives in New York City. I love watching New York City vlogs because I know I will never live there. I have no desire to live in New York City. I've been there multiple times, and yeah, I'm a country person. But I really do enjoy her channel. I enjoy Pocketful of Primary as a teacher. If you are a teacher watching this, I mean, she's got great education vlogs out there. She is very well educated in technology and using everything Google and a wealth of information. So that is another person. And I also love watching people who travel in their vans, like van life. Two of my favorites, a single guy, his name is Winter is Blue. He travels with his cat Lars. And then Maria over at Roaming Reckless. She travels, well, she was traveling with her dog Blue, who recently passed away. And can I tell you, I've never cried over like a dog on YouTube as much as I cried over this dog. And so she roams around the country. She wants to hit all 50 states. She's funny. Her filming and editing is like superb. So check them out. What effect BookTube has had on my reading? This is a Johnny Cade question. So I'm so much more excited about reading now. I feel like I have a purpose more than just for pleasure. I am trying new genres. It makes me focus on reading. Sorry, she hears a truck outside or something. I'm just reading more. I'm enjoying it more. And I am like just more focused on it. And having a BookTube has really like made me think creatively. Like I'm starting to think of like different videos, maybe different videos that I haven't seen people do yet. Like I'm thinking one of the things that I was really good at as a teacher was finding fiction and nonfiction books to pair together. Like that was my specialty. And I'm like, well, I can do that for adults. We could do a, fiction, nonfiction pairing. I would really like to delve back into some middle grade and primary books and have a series on just kind of reviewing the top middle grade chapter books, or, the best-selling picture books for the month. I think that will have its own audience. Ooh, I don't know if you can hear that, but it is thundering pretty loud. So I just feel more excited about reading, and I feel like I'm getting some creativity back, and I am learning how to videotape and how to edit and use programs in that way that I never thought I would. My advice or my wisdom, I would say if you're watching this and you're thinking about starting a channel, do it. You know, don't worry about how many subscribers you have. I think because sometimes that really messes you up. I think you just need to make videos that you enjoy and you will find an audience for them. And if you're watching this, consider yourself tagged. I'll go through, there were so many people when I like search for stay gold tag that have done this tag. Like, I don't want to tag people that have already been tagged because this tag's been around for a while. So if you've never done this and you think it would be fun to do, I challenge you to do this tag. And on that note, I'm going to say so long, and I will see you on my next video. Happy reading.